Hello guys, Yoshi here, and welcome back to my playthrough 100% of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. We left off again in Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we went through the engine room doing a couple stuff and a couple other things. Well, guess what? Time to do the hardest star in the game right now, Luigi's Purple Coins. This is the star that many people probably hated as a kid because, for good reason, there's instant death anywhere. Particularly if you take one path more than once, you just die and it's never fun. And it has lots of coins everywhere. What's the secret? You can't get more than 100. So, hang on. Okay. I have a specific route for this, so I'm just gonna go through it and hope for the best. Well, it's very easy to fall in this. Probably the biggest problem is actually your camera. But I think it's kind of interesting as each fail causes you to not go straight back to the beginning. Nope, I didn't even launch up there. The biggest problem with this is obviously the beginning, because my route takes a big risk on essentially getting all the long jump coins, which are by far the best bit. And yes, you can't stop moving for even a second, otherwise you just die. This requires a lot of focus to do, so we're gonna kind of just go for it. This is about your only way to slow down time enough to get some good cars. If you are having a hard time, then spinning is probably your best way of getting through this a little bit simpler. Because the fewer platforms you trigger, the more you'll be able to go through it. You'll want to spin like crazy, obviously, otherwise you're probably gonna die. Right. Oh, we're not done yet. Still not done yet, by the way. Honestly, third try is not bad at all, considering all the things that happen there. Yeah, that star probably killed you like 20 times when I was a kid. So you know what I did? I practiced like crazy. I watched videos non-stop, and even practiced a little bit of long jumps before getting it. For my first time doing that, I think that was actually a lot better than it... It could have been a lot worse. Let's just say that. Thankfully, it's a quick start to retry, so it's not too obnoxious when doing stuff, but... On that note, we are back into the game, and where we last left off, we were busy doing quite a bit of star hunting and managed to get quite a few stars, but we weren't able to get much, so... Yeah, now we are going into this. We forgot to go to the Sand Galaxy the last time, so we'll probably just go ahead and do as many Hungry Luma stars as we can, because, yeah, that is what we're gonna do here. And also, yeah, the challenges are still coming, by the way, and some of them are very brutal. Okay, so this one is kind of interesting. We could go for either B Mario or the light power-up. I'm gonna go for this one because at least... One, because it seems a little bit more straightforward. Of course, each of them have their own problems. The Boo's problem being the light. The other power-up's problem being the water. So we have to avoid a lot of different stuff in order to get through this planet. Okay, first part done. Ooh, now... Holy crap, where the heck do we have to do now? Huh. I've never actually been to most of these planets, by the way. So I've never seen a planet like this before. This looks very difficult, and I don't like it one bit. I think I see how I'm supposed to get through it, and it's not fun by any means. Yeah, that's what I thought. I cannot spin. I was about to say, yeah, as soon as I saw that plow, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be very obnoxious. Well, there's probably a cheat somewhere that'll let me get to the end a little bit quicker, so I'm gonna figure out where that is. You know what? I'm gonna go for it right now. Okay. Okay, we got it second try, not bad. Sometimes, when you know the long jump strategies like I do, from like watching speedruns, it's better to just do that instead of going for the entire level. Well, on that note, now that we're back to this, I think the next stars we're gonna try and do are going to be in the 4th zone of the game, which in this case will be the bedroom. And we'll trigger Toad while we're here. And nice, we can get more 5 1-ups, which I think is really cool. You get plenty of lights, as you might have guessed, which I think is really cool. But anyways, now that we're done with that nonsense, it's time to go to bedroom and all the purple coins in that area, because I think that's fun. It'll also have a Hungry Ruma star that we will do as well, so we'll do that. We'll start with Freezeflame purples, which, beyond a couple of toy type stars and maybe some hard stars, I do not actually know anything about these stars beyond a certain thing. However, there is one Daredevil challenge still left in the game that's even harder than the other challenge. Okay, this looks a little bit obnoxious, actually. It might not necessarily look difficult, it just, does hard. So, we have another single coin purple hunt with stuff going on. When you get onto one of the ices, you want to skate as much as you can because the skate allows you to get some more vanity out of your power-ups. These missions can get very obnoxious for simply one reason. If you don't know where all the secrets are on each individual planet, it could take forever to actually get where you want. Missed the first one. It's never fun. There must be a way to get this a little bit easier. Yeah, I just had to line it up. That was a cool jump off there, but it's probably not gonna work really well. I'm kind of just getting coins in some of the harder to reach areas first, and then kind of hoping for the best. The movement you saw me do there is probably the best way to move fast as Ice Mario. Ah! Huh! I didn't even need the ice power in the end. This game and all the tricks you can sometimes do is pretty ridiculous. Okay. I'm not sure if this is going to be a bad idea or not. It may not be wise to go here first, but it is what it is, I guess. We still have quite a bit ways to go. In terms of the actual speed run, the world record is just under 6 hours for regular mode, and in this game, known as Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the record is, I believe, like 6 something. It's over 6 hours. Well, it's actually one of the longest speedruns ever, because a lot of the stars take a decent amount of time to beat, and there's spots like this, in particular, that take a lot less. It's not that these comments are necessarily hard, they're just annoying because they're absolutely time-consuming to get through, and people like to find ways to do them a little bit faster. So yes, for this next part, we're essentially forced to rescale the mountain in a similar way we did for the secret star, except this time we need purples in addition to other stuff. For some strange reason, they've removed a lot of the coins from the area and no longer have purples in the area, which I think is kind of interesting. Because before there were boulders here, now there's absolutely no boulders, which I think is really interesting. So I don't want to get pushed off here. It's nice to know where everything is. By the way, all of the other stuff, this is one of the trickier plans to do the solo thing because you can actually die in this planet a few more ways than anywhere else. And obviously dying anywhere where you don't want to is obviously a huge time consumption. So yeah, we need to be quick about this, but also not too slow and also not too quick so that we can end up doing other stuff. Also, there's lots of other strange things we have to deal with, which I nearly had to deal with there, which you probably are wondering what that even was. Well, the game is pretty finicky with the way it does its crush deaths. In particular, if you get hit by that snowman and you go underneath it before the snowman is able to fully ground pound down, that will count as a crunch death and you'll actually die, and it's very brutal. Also, actually, now that I think of it, that was required, actually. Interesting, it sends me back down to the bottom instead of doing that. Okay, well, that was not good. Well, I just found the time-consuming part of this level, trying to get those coins on the left on the first try. I'm actually gonna do some skips. That bat flip side flip trick, that's probably one of the most overpowered tricks in this game, just being able to jump super high. You can use that to skip most of the main challenges in this game just by doing that. And it's one of the easiest tricks to pull off in the game because it's literally similar to the Super Mario 64 tech, only you add a spin it at the end, which gives you even more additions in addition to the back flip. Okay, well, looks like I have to side jump off of here, so let's do that. Okay. What happens when we do this? Okay, that's a good safety. We probably could have actually... Oh, and that just revealed something. Yeah, there's 2 purples in the center for some reason. I'm guessing everyone misses those purples on their first try, because, yeah. How would you know they were there? You kind of just go back, doing your regular loot, and then suddenly you get 2 purples. Okay, now for part 2 of 3. I don't know what I'm doing. But we're gonna start by going up the game's intended path here. First triple jump in a while. I actually have been not really too fond of these triple jumps, you know. Because usually I tend to ignore them and go for other stuff instead. It would help if the game actually gave me a way to change the camera to see whether or not those fiends are up. Yeah, I'm not nailing any of the speed tech right now, although to be fair, it's kind of difficult today. Getting star bits out of that could be very difficult, particularly if you don't know how some of the fiends go down really quickly. Nice. There we go. A little bit more coins in air now. And still some more left. Okay, missed 10 coins still. The most biggest problem is figuring out how to actually get back through here without taking too much damage. The biggest problem is the camera straight up won't even let you go to wherever spot you want to go. Actually, wait, there's a good spot down here. We're gonna fall down here. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff here. Interesting star find there. I assume the last 2 are down in one of these areas. Maybe not. Oh, wait, no. One of them's here. And one of them's on top of there. Okay, we found the rest of the purples. We are saved. It would be helpful if I could actually know where I'm going. Well, that's your first time getting to see what that actually does. Obviously, it does damage. Similar to other stuff. If you fall in it, that is. You can immune the entire thing by I taking that just for extra safety. Please. There we go. It's back. In there. Jumped at the time, too. Cool. So that was actually rated decently well. It would have appeared from the ad, anyway. Because, yeah, like, it would appear there anyway. Nice. Okay. Whew. I'm saving after so the destructive hodge just to make sure I don't have to deal with them anymore. Okay, we don't have anything to do here, so we're gonna have to do this next one. Which is, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This is actually a cool secret. Out of all the secrets, I like this one a better one. Because it's really fun to use the B power-up, which, again, is the best power-up in the game, and I like it a lot. Though, it's also one of the more difficult challenges around. But then again, as long as you know what you're doing, this is definitely one of the more interesting challenges. I like it. Now, the biggest trick with this that not many people remember, probably, is you can actually get a lot higher than the regular amount by a lot, actually, by just spacing out your flies like this, and instead of just spamming it like crazy, you basically just want to hover little bits at a time, which you saw me doing there. And yeah. Okay, this is where it gets interesting, because now we have random rocks falling from the sky, which can get pretty obnoxious, to say the least. I just barely evaded that one. If you hit any of them, you will instantly lose your B power-up, as contrary to any power-up that it's lost. For each of these walls, obviously the sooner you get out of it, the easier it becomes. Alright. That second wall was definitely very difficult, but now let's see which one this is. I mean, actually, we can avoid most of this. This wall is expected to be probably even tougher, but you can skip more than 90% of it by just doing the trick that I mentioned earlier, where you just hit the fly button for a small little bit, enough to stick to the ground, and then just kind of hold it like this. And you can see we crossed massive chunks of the level without even having to deal with the enemies. The biggest problem, though, is pretty obvious. If you fall down or fail at all, you will have to go back to the beginning of the stage again. But, yeah. It's a fun challenge, to say the least, but probably one of the easier ones, for sure. Especially considering once you know the B trick, you can just fly for a lot longer than what you're supposed to. Everyone casually usually just holds it down, but that's not the way to fly properly. You want to space out your flies so that you can travel longer distance better. Actually doing it correct, though, can still be difficult. And now we have Speedy Comet. I think this is arguably one of the worser Speedy Comets in the game, by the way, because there's, I believe, a desert area where you get, oh, I don't know. I forget what this is. Or, I forget. Oh, that one. Sorry, I was actually thinking of a different planet. There is one, though, where it can... and I think it might actually be from Galaxy 2. Need to realize... I think the biggest problem that I've not been realizing enough is the amount of stun it takes for you to finally get back your spin. It's not until the next time. No, that's not where I wanted to go with that. This one will get probably obnoxious simply due to the fact that if you spin anywhere, you lose your cell, and it's pretty easy to lose it. That's a good one to end off with, apparently, which is good to know. Ah, nearly made it in there. Ugh, that was so close, man. I unjump spammed like crazy there, hoping to get to the end there, but didn't work. Okay, now we get to the end of this part. And they make it a lot more difficult in the speedrun because now there's absolutely no tornadoes to help you out with any extra. So you have to do this mostly slow. And obviously the sand is instant death. But you already knew that. There's some safeties you could take, but beyond that, the star is very difficult. Simply due to the fact of the instant death stuff being everywhere. Right. Ah, that's not a fun start to begin with. We're gonna have to go for the skip, probably. Okay, good, we got it. The timer is very generous, thankfully. Most of the worry about this one was dying in sand, but we made it through, thank goodness. That's definitely one of the worst of the speedrun levels, because there's two hard parts in it, mainly at the end, and the whole star part can be really difficult. If you mess up a lot, you can easily die there. But we got through it, and now we're moving on to, from the looks of it, another secret star, and then hopefully one of these ever purple coins ones. At least that's what I'm hoping about. Most of this game is rooted so that you can do the comet missions as soon as possible, but sometimes it doesn't always end correctly. Because the actual comets themselves go in completely random positions. Okay, well, I can't get that right now. Looks like there's no secret in here yet. I think this is correct, but I don't know. Nope, not by any means, actually. Now we have to get it on the way back down again. Annoying. Well, none of those can't have secrets, so it must be hidden somewhere else. So those little crabs, if you can find them, are not too difficult to kill normally, and they grant you a 1-up for getting through there, which I think is fun. This is a long secret to have to go through, by the way. Not sure if I've missed this or not. This is definitely not supposed to be the secret star. I just know it. Because otherwise it would have let me in by now, which means that has to lead you in, obviously. Well, there's only one choice to do now. Return to the observatory. Something we haven't seen enough in a while, probably. Where can this secret star be? I hope I don't get stumped on this, because that would be bad. So this might actually be at the first planet, interestingly enough. But then again, why is it on the 3rd level and not on, like, the 2nd level or something? This must be a pretty nasty secret to be this difficult. I don't know what to do now, honestly. This is another one I might have to look up for later, let's be honest. Okay, those can't even be destroyed at all. It may actually be hidden here, and I straight up wasn't able to do it well because, you know what? We're gonna climb up this time with the Koopa here. And do this level in the actual sort of intended way, or at least the way they intended you to do it, because I think from here we might be able to find the secret. We haven't found a secret yet, but we do notice that there's a secret planet over there and a couple of other stuff. So perhaps there might be something here after all. The only way to find out, though, is to... We'll probably just have to go up this pyramid non-stop and hope for the best. We may as well collect all the pieces while we're there to trigger the fiend to appear. It's still cool to sit on this, I guess, to say the least. How did he get up here? That's not fun. Well, I guess I confirmed that that one can't be up there, I think. Perhaps if we raise it up one more time, that might change the angle of the actual thing. I assume that's what the secret is, and it's probably going to be pretty dumb as well. Because if this thing raises up, maybe so does that other platform. If so, that'd be kind of dumb, actually. This looks like the most straightforward of the secrets to get. Like, it looks like it should be hidden there. But I don't know. Well, the best we could probably do is move on to yet another level. At some point, we're probably gonna have to move up to the engine room to do some extra stuff anyway. Oh wait, that's right. Yeah. I was gonna do a series, right? Well, you know what? I'll do this level instead. In the next mode, I'll do some even harder stars. Like, if you thought, that other star was hard, you still haven't seen anything yet. Going on to this one, and I'm guessing I am actually gonna go for the green secret stars. Which is probably going to be bad, but we'll try our best at it. Okay, this is a Bigmouth gold chest. Interesting. The shell that shines. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we have to go for this. There's that star. I mean, that's where the shell is, apparently, that we need. Okay, I think I figured out how to do this, though it's kind of obnoxious, to say the least. Oh, there it is. Some of these stars can be hard to find sometimes if you don't know where they're hidden. But now we figured out how to deal with this. Now we can get the shell that shines, and now we just have to take it back to the end. If I could actually get it, that is. Yeah. Oh, he nearly got into the wall there. Though it really just looked like that. Probably. Right. Gotta remember as well, there's a regular Koopa guarding the exit, so I need to make sure that I don't hit him on accident when I am taking this back. And suddenly there are boos everywhere. So yeah, as you can see, if you shine your light on the boos, they will die. One of the only times that'll happen. Yeah, that was close. Oh, Mario, I almost forgot to tell you something. I was trying to get a star, but I found this treasure chest. Let me tell you, it's even smaller than it looks. So here's the star I found in the chest. No, really, it's yours. Cool. Now, most of the stars that I'm missing right now are either from comments. It's, because obviously comments make up the majority portion of the stars, so that's the thing we're trying to focus on so much right now. Because if the comment reading isn't great, it's gonna probably take longer than usual to get all the stars, and say, it's been kind of slowed down a little bit on this video, though. Most of it was just out of worry of having to do secret stuff now. Okay, there's another purple coin mission to conquer that one. And then the purple coin mission of Dusty Dunes immediately after that. I don't even know what that's gonna be, but hey, we conquered the hardest mission in the game, Luigi's purple coins. What worse can it actually be? Oh, well, I guess there's this. This might be a timed. Oh, it's doing the music. It is timed. Oh, my, this is gonna be brutal. This might actually be harder than the other mission, simply because there's not a lot of ways to optimize movement through here. Well, I guess we'll find out via doing this mission, whether or not there's I'm mostly worried to line jump or spin because every little bit of that costs quite a bit of time. No, jeez. Getting stuck like that is not fun. Let's just say that. See how long I could actually stay on this. Makes no sense to leave any of them, so we'll collect all of them and hope for our best. 30 seconds left. Yep, there's more than 100. I definitely know that now. Now here's the problem. Can I figure out where the center is? Not there. Okay, well, we made it. That made it a little bit more intense than it had to be, but thankfully we got the star there. That's another mission where there's more than 100 purples. A lot of people always think, oh, collect all the purples. Well, that's one that has more than 100, so you can do all sorts of crazy stuff there if you wanted to. Yeah. Fun. Right. Right, we don't really have much to do now for a while, so time to go to these challenges one by one, starting with yellow. The Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. This is actually probably the worst of the three, if you ask me. And I'm gonna show you immediately why. It's a ball challenge again, I believe. But now it's even harder and more different this time. Someone ranked this as one of the hardest stars in the game, and I'm not gonna lie, it definitely looks more intimidating than ever. Part of what's going to make this very difficult is not necessarily trying to get through the feint. It's the fact that we have to use our stick on its side. That's what makes it so brutal. We're gonna jump a lot through this section because... In case you're wondering why we're getting stuck here, is because we need to build up enough momentum and then ram into the block, and that'll destroy that block. And you can see why this is brutal. There's no reason to collect any big coins here. The biggest problem with this is not necessarily during other stuffs, but all the small fades you need to recognize, such as... Nope! Ugh. Yeah, I shouldn't have forgotten there. That was me being greedy there. Because the game doesn't have checkpoints in this planet, by the way, you have to go back to the beginning each time you, fail. Well, at least that's probably the hardest part, to start with. And yeah, I'm doing that every time, surprisingly. Okay, well, at least my stick's a little bit more steadier this time. The last time was absolutely terrible, but I think I understood how to do it decently good. But it's still pretty difficult. And yes, each of the Goomba stops will also cause you to jump. I think more than the other one, you definitely want to jump a lot on this one. Because, jumping gives you that extra distance. And also, this is probably going to be one of the scarier ones. So you know what? We'll just get on here as soon as possible. If I had hit any of those bombs, Mario would be sent flying in one of the random directions. And also, it looks like it does not want us to turn the camera around there. Alright. Another thing that feels extremely annoying is the fact that unless you're basically playing on two-player mode, you can't really collect any star bits here either. Which just makes it not fun. Ah! I knew I shouldn't have gone there. I'm being an idiot right now. Hell, that is slower than the coins levels, the one I'm failing, of course. I knew this would be tough, by the way. By the way, there's a Galaxy 2 version of this as well, and I believe Galaxy 2 made this even more difficult than before. It's hard to know which one's bad. Probably the cycle at the end is probably the actual worst, but I feel like the first part is the worst for me most of the time, simply because of how little you actually have to stand on in there. And yeah, there's no reason to go for any of the coins in there. What I don't like about this level is they grade you like crazy. There's like so many coins in this level. Okay, well, I did not do that properly, so we're gonna have to just wait here. The only nice thing that comes from this level is that part right there where you get the 1-up. That part right there where you get the 1-up, I think, is the kindest thing they can do in this level. Beyond that, it's just a very difficult level. I'm gonna do what I did last time. No reason to change it up. Those bombs can knock you off into the pit, by the way, which is what I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible. Oh! I was not on the right spot. I could have died there. That was scary. Thankfully, this part is entirely scripted, so I don't think anything bad will happen, but I don't know. Okay, well... okay, that's gonna be bad. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait for that to fully clear itself, and then we'll go. And now for one of the more difficult jumps in the game. We have to land on this block, and then ride it all the way to the top for the end. And then we finally finish it. And now the problem is finally solved. There we go. That took seemingly longer, I think, and was harder than the purple coin mission. It might be just because I was bad, or it might be because of other stuff, I don't know, but that felt a lot harder, for sure. We're at 30 stars now left for the 100% ending, so we're getting pretty close. I forget what the actual last star is, since I haven't actually played beyond the first little bit. There's a cosmic clone in a different mission, and a purple coin mission available. May as well do that while we have a chance. I think I routed most of these levels terrible, because the way you want to route them is you want to leave 1 or 2 levels open and go to them when you can get a comet done. Because the comets spawn in random locations, so you want to route it so that you can deal with that. It was good, by the way, for a while. It was routed properly until that came in. But, yeah, now we are in this. Most of these I have no clue, by the way, by what we actually need to do. Normal music. Oh, thank gosh there's no timer, but that also means there's gonna be all 100 purple coins we have to collect. So we can't miss a single one. Still though, at least it gives us some time to breathe. I probably haven't really mentioned anything. Probably should do it now before anything gets really annoying. If you die during any of these stars, any purple coin star, yeah, that could be any purple star, your character goes back to the very beginning of that particular level, and that means, yes, there are no checkpoints throughout this entire level once you enter a comet, and the same goes for some of the other comets too. Most of them do not have very many long checkpoints, but some of them do. Oh, that I was definitely scared about. That font could have very well been the death of me. Okay, got through arguably my least favorite part. Okay. Does that even have a thing? I don't think it does. I think it just has a 1-up. Well, if I end up being wrong, then that's gonna be terrible to go for later. Oh, this guy can still knock you out, by the way. Remember, lots of things when it hits you, they will knock you to the side for a little bit, so you need to be very cautious. So that gyro's very well could have knocked me into the side. That could have been scary if that not gone the right way. Whoa. Some of these are in mid-air. Ugh. Cell freaks me out, man. Ugh. Let's go over here. Doing any of these levels fast is where things will get more difficult. Because then it makes an already brutal level even more brutal, because now you're trying to do it as quickly as possible. Alright, back to the speedrun part again. Yeah, I think I'm correct about this. I think I'm gonna have to do that, and... oh, and these fiends are back. Not fun. See, that thing could have nearly knocked me in. This is stupid. I don't like this one bit. There's not even a coin to heal, so we're gonna have to hear this for, like, the rest of the video, whatever. And there's a coin up there, too, in addition to that. And more coins in addition to that. You know what we'll do? We'll let the timer run out. It's gonna take a while, but at the very least, we'll get rid of these coins, so we never have to deal with them again. Then we could get the stuff on the other end, which is then the purple end. Also, I am absolutely scared right now. And that Toad's not helping either. Yeah, we're playing it safe. Would help if, this fiend maybe didn't move back and forth. We could skip this, I remember, so we'll do that. Phew! It's over! With no deaths, thank goodness. That was probably one of the scarier single planet hunt purple coin missions in the entire game there. Whew! We got through it though. Now where to? I wonder. Anyway. It's going to be the end of this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoy, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where we try to improve our speed, maybe get some more stars. Until then, leave a like if you enjoy, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.